Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for watching us. Today, we have with us a very, very indeed powerful and impactful person, Mr. Manuj Bajaj. And Manuj Bajaj is a business growth strategist, Amazon best-selling author, speaker, and marketing and profit coach. With his 26 years of experience, he has helped over 4,700 businesses across 7 countries. He conducts several workshops specifically structured and designed for Indian business owners. He has completely turned around businesses that were complete disaster and loss making into highly profitable and scalable ones. His clients and workshop participants have reported to have generated a revenue of 2100 crore plus solely based on strategies taught in his workshops. He has authored 26 books and that have sold over 450,000 copies in 13 countries. His last book went on to become an Amazon bestseller as well. Welcome, Mr. Manuj Bajaj, and thank you, sir, for taking time out to speak to us and our viewers on this special day called the Social Media Day. Right, sir. All right, sir. Please tell us something about you and your commitment of serving your customers and the great numbers that we have just heard about business owners and you creating impact in their lives.
But did not work out. With the heavy losses, I had to fold my first business. And then in second business, again, we could not find enough clients and we were facing huge challenge. In the second business, it was a business of about providing custom website design and custom website solutions. So it turned out that we were not able to sell our websites and people were always saying that you're too expensive. Now, with a lot of, you can say, struggle, I came to understand it is not the websites that people need, it is something else. Business owners everywhere, not just in Delhi, not just in India, everywhere throughout the whole world, just do not want a website just in the name of website. They want a website which can create leads, which can generate business growth opportunity, which can create sales, which can bring customers or growth opportunities for their business. So that was the point of epiphany when it hit me, and we started working on marketing strategies. And within about last so many years, I've worked with over more than 4,700 businesses across 7 countries, and I have helped them grow their profits. Business owners who have done my workshops have shared that they have been able to grow their profits anywhere between 17% to over 2000%. And the journey has been phenomenal,
Wow.
phenomenal.
Wow. Yes, that's so amazing to hear, and I have been associated with your journey. I've been your, what to say, pupil. I have been your disciple, and I have closely watched you and implemented what you have told us from pi to pi and letter to letter to the T. So moving on, social media has been a space of uh, challenges and pros and cons. They both come parallel. So today, what is your take on the various social media platforms?
So, although there can be many pros and cons related to consumer side of things as well as seller side or marketing side of things, but being into marketing, I would like to speak on the marketing side of things. I would like to leave those privacy issues or other issues or consumer related issues at the side corner.
Right.
Okay, so as a marketer, it has been a boon. Now, imagine earlier in conventional marketing, we used to have newspaper advertisement, leaflets, magazines, hoardings, and then people who had higher budgets, they could have gone to not above the fold, above the line kind of radio and TV kind of mediums. But there is almost zero control. Now, you cannot say that I would like to test it out a couple of times and then I'll see whether I want to spend more money. One. Second is that you have no control who is going to see your advertisement, who is going to see your marketing. For example, you chose to put your ads in a newspaper, or you chose to put your ads maybe on a hoarding. Now, you do not have any control whether the person who is driving a two-wheeler, or maybe a rickshaw puller, or maybe a three-wheeler driver may be seeing your holding, or maybe the person who is driving the Mercedes or BMW, or maybe sitting at the back, is going to watch that. So there is zero control. And that brought digital marketing on the front, you can say, thing. And it became really, really popular, really, really fast. Now, in the context of digital marketing, social media has played a hugely important role. Platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, they have played an immense role as far as branding, engagement, sales, lead generation, or business growth is concerned. And I would devote my success to majorly myself to LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn has been a huge, huge, huge contributor to my own personal success as well. And I would say YouTube, Facebook has also contributed to journey of my a lot of participants of my workshops, or other people, other businesses, and have contributed greatly. So I cannot imagine that kind of growth starting from maybe 200, 300 rupees per day, maybe a week of trial campaign with maybe 2000, 2500 rupees budgets. Starting from there, and I have business owners who are spending 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs, even on a single day, on a day-to-day basis. So that has been the huge, 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 you can say, impact of social media in business context.
Right.
And I'm
And it
talking in the context of small and medium businesses. I'm not talking about large businesses or really large corporates.
yes. So from zero control, how we have moved on to being able to generate branding, growth, engagement, sales, business growth, and much more for small and medium business owners. It has been
Yes,
game changing. And
yes,
so, sir, Instagram and Facebook has been everybody's favorite. And there
right.
are, of course, screen strategies which help even B2B get businesses for from Facebook and Instagram and sources like this.
Mhm.
So, what would be your choice today to speak about a platform? And I also heard LinkedIn has been your favorite.
Well, yes. Even today, I had a session on LinkedIn as well. Uh, so, if you talk about myself, then LinkedIn is the major, major, major contributor to wherever I am today. Now, when I talk about my workshop participants, other businesses, all the major platforms have played their role. Now, there are certain business owners who have generated massive volumes of business using Facebook. Just to give you an example, one of the past batch participants was generating 18,000 leads every single month using Facebook, and his business had grown over 10, 11 times in a span of about year and a half. Then there is another business owner who has been into my workshops, has also used and milked Facebook left, right, and center. And even his business has grown about 5 times, in about 8 times in about 2 years' time. And Facebook has been the major milestone in his journey of success. Then I can tell you about LinkedIn. LinkedIn has been hugely impactful for other business owners who have been in touch with me. Just to share with you one example case studies or two example case studies, one of my batchmates, one of my workshop participants, have generated a business of 800 crores using the power of LinkedIn. Yet another example from LinkedIn. I have like dozens upon dozens upon dozens of case studies and success stories using social media platforms, which may include YouTube, which may include Facebook, which may include uh, LinkedIn, and and for some people, Instagram also has started playing some significant role. So as I was sharing about LinkedIn second case study, one of the person who attended my workshop from Dubai, she attended the workshop, and she generated a business of $6 million from, I think, 7 countries, okay, combined together. And she generated a business in terms of Indian about 45, 48 crores rupees of business in a span of about 12, 15 months or so. Okay, so phenomenal results, phenomenal case studies and success stories have been produced using these uh, social media platforms. Earlier, it was unimaginable using the conventional forms of marketing. It was just not possible.
Right.
Absolutely. So my
And
votes all out for social media.
thank you, sir. And now, just like as our viewers are listening or watching us, what sir has mentioned is the impact that can be created via social media, organic and paid combined. And in certain cases, there have been tremendous results via organic efforts only. Organic means no spending anywhere, just by my mere presence on social media, leveraging its tools and features which are inherently present for me, let's say for free. And if that amount of business and that huge impact I can create in my business and growth journey, the but the golden nugget lies here is not everybody knows how to leverage it, and hence we need a guided a set of way to do it. And Manoj sir's workshops have been tremendous. I have watched them very closely. And so, sir, what would be your advice or lesson, or let's say any myth breaking pointers that you would like to give to our business owners, small and medium business owners, with respect to
Yes.
social media or about your workshops?
Yes. So a lot of business owners always ask me these couple of questions. Practically, these questions are the frequently asked questions. Most of the business owners think that Facebook is the kind of platform where people go out there and meet friends and socialize. And specifically, people who are into B2B segment, who are into exports, who are into B2D, business to distribution or distribution channel partner based ecosystems, they think that Facebook is something which is not for them. And they think that Facebook is for people or businesses who are into e-commerce. Now, guess what? They cannot be farther from the truth. Now, it has so happened with my workshop participants that people who used to think that Facebook is not going to work for me, Facebook has done wonders for them. For some reason or the other, it has happened multiple times. Now, let me give you a simple strategy, and I have evolved this strategy and I have popularized this strategy as 2K1W. Now, let us say you have to build maybe uh, export opportunity. Maybe you have to build uh, distribution channel. Maybe retailers you need to add to your distribution channel partner network, or maybe you want to add more customers. Even if you are an e-commerce based company, even if you have a B2B company, it doesn't matter. So all you're supposed to do is, now you have list of past customers. Now, for business owners who have thousands of customers, this comes very, very naturally. Now, there are simple other strategies that can be rotated, that can be forked from using the strategy. But let me keep things simple for now. So, if you are one of those businesses who have been dealing with thousands of customers in the past, all you have to do is take out the mobile numbers or email addresses of all of these people and upload it on Facebook in a specific place called custom audience. So what you're supposed to do is you go to Facebook, go to custom audience or create audience. Now click that custom audience button, and then it will ask you. It is going to throw a series of dialog boxes, navigate through them, and then eventually upload all of this data on Facebook. Now Facebook is going to recognize out of all the thousands of customer data that you have uploaded one by one. So there are two ways you can upload this data. One is all the mobile numbers in a single file to be uploaded, and all the email addresses in another yet another single file to be uploaded. So Facebook is going to track every single mobile number one by one and every email one by one, and is going to see if these people or these email addresses or mobile numbers are being utilized by some of the Facebook members. Now, after about 30 minutes to about 24 hours, depending on the data and depending on Facebook verification system, it is going to tell us that how many of these people has Facebook recognized. Now, one of the very common problems which I've seen with Facebook marketing, which a lot of businesses face, and make this mistake is that they start targeting in the name of branding. They think that Facebook is for branding, and they start targeting millions of people at once. Now that cannot be. I mean, you cannot do more wrong than this. I mean, this is a huge mistake. And people would target maybe based on age, based on their gender, based on location. Now this is the worst form of targeting in the context of Facebook. So what I've just shared with you is to upload your past customers data and let Facebook recognize. Now once Facebook has recognized, let's say out of those thousands of data, maybe 2000, 3000, 4000 people, depending on how much data have you uploaded. Now eventually you can start targeting them. Now, there would be some businesses who may have something to sell again to these people, maybe sell something else to these people as a reseller, as an upselling strategy or a cross-selling strategy. That may be one of the ways, or that may be a few of the ways to you can generate business or revenue or profits from existing customers. Then there are other types of ways in which we can use a strategy. Yet another strategy which is very very powerful is called creating a lookalike. So what you can do, you can create a lookalike of these uploaded people or custom audience, and then you can start targeting. Now, once you have created a lookalike, you can target that lookalike in a specific geography as well. So it can be extremely powerful and useful for even exporters as well who want to, let us say, target a specific country of where they have uploaded the list of buyers as custom audience. Now they can create a lookalike audience of that audience in a specific country and start targeting over there as well. Now, once you have created this set of audience, you can now start targeting by using what is known as lead generation ads for 1 week, and then you have to keep the budget as 2000 rupees. So 2000 rupees 1 week is the lifetime, and 2000 rupees the total budget that we are supposed to spend for this campaign. Hence, the name 2K1W comes in. So
Right.
you start with that. You may start generating you may start generating leads maybe on the very same day you started this campaign. This was one of the simplest strategies to generate leads, high value leads, and high volumes of leads. And businesses have grown left, right, and center, and they have grown multi folds using this exact strategy that I just shared with you.
Right.
I hope that is helpful for your
Yes,
audience.
and this has been such a golden nugget that Facebook can even be utilized or looked upon the way you have showcased the numbers to us in this small conversation. And of course, I'm sure there are many case studies with you which would give us any numbers that you have with 2K1W, what business owners have achieved.
Oh yes, oh yes. There was this gentleman into education abroad consulting. So I just shared a few minutes ago that his business has grown 8 times in a span of about 1 year, 3 months, like 15 months or so. And then he had to stop these campaigns because his sales team was getting crushed completely by the inflow of the volume of leads that was coming in. So he stopped those leads flow, and then he said that let me go back and build my back end, let me grow my sales team, let me make those powerful processes even more stable and scalable. And then he says the next target is I'm going to grow it 10 more times from today. Okay, so 8 times already grown, 10 more times. So if you see essentially from earlier, it is going to be 70, 80 times increase in his business. Now, there was yet another gentleman from IVF industry. He has grown his business left, right, and center. Now he started with one center. Now I believe he has three centers, and yet another travel and tourism guy who was actually having a lot of trouble when he came to me, almost failing business. And once he started working on Facebook strategy, his business has grown about I believe 21, 22 times, not percent, it is times, using this single strategy. I mean, do you need more examples? I can go
No,
on.
no, no. I think our viewers are convinced, sir. And we could also drop in some details about how to reach your team, if that interests them further, that how to leverage social media in its real sense to take the gold out of these social platforms and grow their businesses, impact communities, impact what commitment they stand for.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
I will be happy to share. my contact details.
Yes, sir. And lastly, anything else that you would like to tell our viewers?
Well, yes, if you are a business owner, there is no better age than this. I would say this is golden or platinum or diamond, whatever stage it is in marketing. And marketing could not have been more easier, more scalable, more economical than this. I would say this is the point of time you need to start taking digital marketing as well as social media into your hands, and make sure that you don't burn money, because as
Yes,
easy it is to market and grow your business, even more easier it is to do it wrong and then end up burning a ton of money, truckloads of money.
yes.
So I think if you do it right, it is the best time to start marketing your business, and the timing could not have been right.
Right.
Okay,
And
so I would say uh, uh, just start marketing if you have not starting already, with the power of digital marketing and social media.
so, like you mentioned, sir, they can. It's easier to burn money.
Yes,
And what are the rightful ways to know that? How can I know not to burn money? One of them is
yes,
attending
yes,
your
yes, yes,
workshops.
yes. So do we have some more time? I would love to
We
speak
have,
about that
we
as
have,
well.
sir. Yes, we have some time.
Okay. Now, sometimes business owners tell me that I'm not very technical, and when I go and talk to agencies, they talk a lot of technical terminology, and I think that these agencies are very, very technical, and that most often leads to a situation where business owners do not understand what is happening. They do not understand whether the money or the time or resources they are spending are actually delivering value in terms of growth of the business. Now, there are a lot of times I've seen agencies talking about branding, engagement, penetration, interaction, and CTRs and bounce rates and all of that stuff. But as a business owner, you need to focus on only two things. There is no third thing that you should be focused on, is conversion and cost per conversion. Now, if you understand these two terminologies well, it will help you understand कि आपका पैसा कितना लगा, आपको उसके बाद रिजल्ट क्या आया, आपका ROI कितना आया. Okay, and digital marketing or social media marketing, the way it has been designed, the way it has been structured, you cannot get more focused, more accurate picture right down to the second decimal of rupee. You cannot get a better picture. And forget about conventional marketing. You just can't get any picture whatsoever. Although there are some ways, some strategies, some systems I've developed for even conventional offline marketing to make it more measurable. But digital marketing is a different level altogether of measurability. So focus on these two factors. Dhanda kitna aaya, profit kitna aaya. These are the two things. If you understand them already, fantastic. If you do not, that's a big problem. You need to learn it. You need to learn how you can actually make sure that whatever time, money, energy, resources you're spending on digital marketing or social media marketing, you need to be able to measure it, you need to be able to monitor it. And then in terms of that, you need to be able to understand कि मेरा पैसा कितना लगा, मेरी लीड्स कितनी आई, लीड्स में से कन्वर्जन कितना आया, दैट मीन्स इवेंचुअली रेवेन्यू एंड हेंस प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी कितनी आई. Now, unless your campaigns are making profits, do not scale your investments. So, the most often problem which most business owners face is that they end up scaling their campaigns in the name of branding. Now, that is a huge mistake. That is a huge mistake. As a small and medium business owner, you don't need branding, guys. You just don't need branding. What you need is धंधे की बात. लीड्स कितनी आई, कन्वर्ट कितनी हुई, रिजल्ट के अंदर जो हमारा रेवेन्यू और प्रॉफिट्स कितने आए. So, no matter what the agencies say, you have to focus on this. Now, I'm not saying that all agencies are bad. I was also providing services as an agency. Deepika is providing services as an agency, and she's doing a phenomenal job. We also used to do some great job for business owners. The results that they got were very, very profound and very, very, very good. So, not all the agencies are doing this thing, but as a business owner, you need to protect your money, and you need to be able to see what is happening with your money. So, if you do not understand, if you think it is technical, trust me, it is not. You better learn it. The learning is the only way, so that you understand whatever those specialists are doing, they're doing it right, and you are getting the return on investment positive
Yes,
on the money that you're spending, and your time and energies as well. I hope
totally.
that made some sense.
100%, sir. And also, when we speak about numbers, There is an integral part to your workshops, that is content,
Yes.
and that supports not just in getting leads and talking about numbers, in many other ways. A short snippet into content, if you would like to tell our business owners who are watching us.
Well, yes. So, content is a huge challenge. Now, content would be a challenge. I used to believe that small and medium business owners may or may not have a lot of money to spend, so they may not have the right resources. They cannot hire the great resources for writing or getting their content written. Now, let me just take a step back and tell you what is the problem of content. Now, let us say you have to write an ad. You have to put an ad in newspaper. Now, you have paid the newspaper company. You know the space that has been allocated based on the money that you've paid. But the biggest challenge is उस space में मैं लिखूं क्या ताकि मेरे को leads आए ताकि मेरे को business आए. अनदर टाइप ऑफ प्रॉब्लम कुड बी कि आपने जो है मैगजीन के अंदर कोई ऐड दिया. अब मैगजीन के अंदर ऐड के लिए आपने स्पेस तो बुक करा लिया, इन्वेंट्री बुक कर ली, मगर उस ऐड में लिखूं क्या, ऐड में क्या दिखाऊं ताकि मेरे को लीड्स आए, ताकि मेरे को कॉल्स आए, ताकि मेरे को बिजनेस आए. नाउ सेम प्रॉब्लम गोज इनटू इफ यू टेक एंड टॉक अबाउट डिजिटल मार्केटिंग. कि लेट अस से आपके माइंड में आया कि चलो ईमेल न्यूज़लेटर स्टार्ट करते हैं. इट विल बी ग्रेट, इट विल बी ग्रेट फॉर योर ब्रांडिंग, इट विल बी creating a lot of interaction, a lot of branding would be developed, so-called branding would be developed, and eventually it will result into business. So आपने न्यूज़लेटर के अंदर आपने लोगों से ईमेल्स लेने शुरू कर दिए, एक ईमेलर भेज दिया, दो ईमेलर भेज दिए, समझ नहीं आ रहा अब तीसरे ईमेलर में क्या भेजूं. या फिर आपने फेसबुक का पेज बना लिया, आपने लिंक्डइन का अपना प्रोफाइल बना लिया या पेज बना लिया, एक चीज आपने पोस्ट कर दी, दो चीज पोस्ट कर दी, उसके बाद तीसरी पोस्ट समझ में नहीं आ रही है क्या डालूं. या फिर इसी तरीके से आपने अपना कोई बिजनेस के अंदर प्रेजेंटेशन देना है, पावर पॉइंट का क्या स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए, क्या बोलूं. वी स्टार्ट विद विजन स्टेटमेंट, वी स्टार्ट विद company or motto, and so and so forth. Now, guys, these just do not play right. These just don't work the way most people do. So you need to understand precisely what needs to be written, so that the person who is reading it, first of all, you need to make sure that the person reads it as well. Okay. I have developed an entire system called Seduction System. Now, even if you have written fantastic content and nobody reads it, it is going to be of zero value for you. It is not going to result into you getting more leads or more growth opportunities. So you need to ensure that the people who this content is being written for read it as well. Now, there's a system that I've developed called Seduction System, that you seduce those people to read your content. Now, let us say you have made sure that the people are going to read it. Now, if the content is bad, even though people read it, they're not going to take any action because they're not impressed. They have no understanding what to do with this content. The content did not do its job well. So, other system that I've developed is basically a seven-step approach where, I mean, I don't have so much time for today to be able to talk about entire thing, but let me just give you a brief idea. It all starts from the basic emotions, the fundamental emotions that drive results. There are three. Although a human mind experiences hundreds of types of emotions, but most powerful of them all are three emotions: fear, greed, and lust. So the entire marketing is created and built around these three emotions. Most of the maybe 90, 95, 97% marketing is done around these three emotions. So using fear, you have to create your marketing strategy, or using greed or using lust. I mean, lust is applicable for very small types of businesses, small percentage of businesses, but for most businesses, fear and greed can be a huge or two huge motivation factors. So my content structure is problem, expand the problem, results, solutions, and it goes on like that. Offer and call to action. So, I mean, I do not have enough time. Probably today we don't have enough time to explain everything, but this is the content structure. Now, this is a no nonsense structure, no nonsense system that can help you do what? Establish your product supremacy. It can help you kill and wipe out, bulldoze, and destroy your competition. It can help you completely eliminate the questions about pricing. People would not talk about pricing if you do it right, if you use this system right. And then, if you eventually remove price objections, if people do not have any competition, if your business does not have any price objection, if your business does not have any competition, on top of that, you have proven in the mind of your target audience that yours is the best product to be able to solve their problems. Okay, your marketing is done, and it is just a formality that the money is going to exchange pockets from his to yours. Okay, so the content has to be done in a very specific, structured, strategic manner, which most businesses fail at. So when I started earlier, that I used to think that small and medium businesses do not have enough resources, they do not understand the science themselves, or maybe even if they do, they cannot hire the right kind of so-called expert content writers. Now I was very wrong, because when I started working with companies like Google's, Microsoft, Motorola's, Swarovski's, and Ernst and Young's, and SAP's, and Philips, and so on and so forth. So when I started working with companies like these, I started realizing that it is not the size of the company, it is the understanding of how amazingly important that content is, and how strategically it is required to be written. Okay, people don't get it right. So you need to be able to understand how content can actually help you convert your leads into sales, how it can help you get more results from your advertisement, how it can result into more business leads to sales, how it can result into more sales, resales, upsells, and cross sell. I can go on. I mean, this is a topic, it can trigger me.
Yes, I can see your passion all through, and such an impactful world you have created for our viewers, perhaps who would take social media very lightly. I'm sure this is a very heavy and impactful way of looking at growing business, and yet in a very fun and light way. Like you said, we need not be very heavy on metrics or technical parameters, and the solutions are very made very simple inside of Manutsa's workshops, and that is where the business owners, small and medium ones, can benefit left, right, and center from the scope of digital marketing. And it has been a very, very interesting and powerful sharing. So thank you for taking time out, sharing about your case studies, the numbers, and the golden strategy that you have given away, the 2K 1W strategy. I hope a lot of our viewers are able to grasp it, use this, or get back to us on any support that they require. Yes,
It was a pleasure, and it was once again, thank you for inviting. It was a pleasure for me to have appeared on this, and thank you once again for inviting me over. Look forward to further more interactions similar to this one. So
definitely.
great. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye. Good evening.
Thank